Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here and spending a few minutes of your day to come and hang out with me. Today's video, as we are wrapping up 2022, which can we just take a second and realize how fast this year went? I feel like it zoomed right on by, which is wild. It's been a great year, lots of ups and downs, but still a great year. And we are here, we are blessed. We made it through another year. We have to look back and just be so grateful and thankful that God allowed us to have another year with our loved ones and our friends and our family. And I'm so thankful that we got to find each other through this space on YouTube. So looking forward to 2023, and I pray all the blessings on you and your loved ones. So today's video, we are going to unpack the best of the best makeup drugstore products from 2022. I have so many. I have a list on my phone that I am going to be referencing. Now, I do want to let you know, I have some higher end, more expensive products that I'm going to kind of drip through the video. I don't have enough high-end products to make a separate video because I'm a drugstore girl. I have a ton of makeup products that are just very inexpensive but amazing. They were star runners of 2022. So we're going to unpack those today. And I have to mention just some of the gems that are higher end. There's not many. There's maybe 2 or 3. So I'm going to drip those in, but we're going to get ready together and do a full face of the best drugstore products from 2022. So if you are into that, don't forget to subscribe. Come and hang out with us here and be part of our family on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like and comment. That really does help me out. And so without any further ado, because I don't want this video to be 10 years long, let's get into the video. Okay, so before we go into the full face, I want to break down some products that I have been loving. These are more expensive. We're going to just kind of get those out of the way. Skincare. Okay, so hold on, let me get it. Okay, so I have made it a point this year to really invest in taking care of my skin. If you guys know, I will spend my dollars on good skincare products, and I'll kind of skimp out on makeup because I feel like you can get incredible drugstore makeup products that perform high end. So if I'm going to spend my dollars, I'm not going to really spend it too much on high end makeup products. I might here and there, but my dollars go to skincare. So I have invested in going to get a lot of facials this year and really educating myself with my esthetician and really learning a ton about good skincare. And so this is the line of skincare I have been using. So this brand is called Vivint, and I have a whole base skincare that I have been using from this brand. So my skincare routine looks like this at night, where I double cleanse. I don't have it with me. I have my Versed makeup cleansing balm, which I will insert a picture right here. I do not skip on this process. I double cleanse my face and I remove all of my makeup. That is my first line of defense. Get all my makeup off. And then I will go in with a cleanser like this. So this is the Vivint Mandelic Acid 3-in-1 wash. I will wash my face twice with this. This is so good. I feel like it's very gentle, but it gets my face squeaky clean. And then at night after that, 1 to 2 times a week, I will go in with this. This is all recommendation from my esthetician. This is called Skin Script. It's the glycolic and retinol pad skin brightening with kojic and arbutin. It's so good, you guys. I feel like this product alone, I really do feel like this has transformed my skin. It has evened out my texture. I feel like it has helped brighten my skin. There's something about this that is so good. I couldn't tell you. I'm not really that educated with skincare, but I trust the people who are. And I really can see the difference with this. I feel like it gets rid of all of that dead skin, but it helps brighten, has the retinol in it. So I go in with that 1 to 2 times a week. And then I go in with this guy. So this is from Vivint as well. And so this is their Derma Renew Serum. But I go in with a serum and I really do feel like this really helps my skin feel rejuvenated in the morning. My face just looks so good and hydrated. So I go in with this serum. These are kind of pricey, but I feel like it has really transformed my skin this year. So I had to mention this. And then moisturizer. So this one is empty. Oh, it is so good. You guys, the Ole Henriksen skincare line is phenomenal. This is the Strength Trainer Peptide Boost moisturizer. This has done incredible things for my skin barrier. I just feel like my skin has not been dry, flaky, crunchy, especially like under my eyes. It has been such a game changer. I love Ole Henriksen products, but this in particular in 2022 has done great things for moisturizing my skin. So I did want to mention my skincare routine before we go in. So now that that is out of the way, let's get into the video, starting with primer. So I have two primers that you guys already know. I'm going to mention these because I mention them like in every single video. The home run for primers this year has been these two products from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have repurchased this multiple times this year. I love it so much. I feel like it's a comparable dupe to the Tarte Smoothing Primer. It's not as intense as far as like pore filling as the Tarte one, but it's a pretty good comparable dupe. Some people have compared this to the Tatcha primer. I have not used that one, but I have and love used Tarte's primer, and I think that this is very comparable. So going in now to the e.l.f. Power Grip, I have talked about this multiple times. I have repurchased this multiple times. I refer to this as the Elmer glue for your face. This is such a beautiful primer that really makes your makeup last all day. I only really put this on the perimeters of my face, on those areas where I feel like I lose makeup throughout the day, like around my nose, around my mouth. I really love that primer because it just makes everything stick. It doesn't budge. I love it so much. So those two primers have been on repeat all year. This is a high-end primer, and I had to mention it because I've been loving it so much. This is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer Illuminating Silicone-Free Primer. I have been loving this so much because I feel like it is such a beautiful primer to give you that glow without feeling oily or greasy. I've just been using this on those areas that I like to highlight and pressing that in. I feel like it gives such a beautiful luminosity to your skin. I've been loving that primer as well. Okay, primer is on, you guys. I have so many drugstore foundations that I can talk about, but I'm gonna go in with one. I'm not gonna go in with all of them, but I'm gonna talk about the one I have been using on my skin consistently, like almost every single day. And it is the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint Foundation. I can't stop with this foundation. I have used multiple, but there's something about this foundation that I can't stop using. It does make your skin look and feel like velvet. It evens out your skin tone so beautifully. I have been loving this year. I don't think it's like new of this year. I think it's come out like a few years ago, but I discovered it this year and I can't stop using it. But we need to go into honorable mentions that are like A-list drugstore foundations. The Believe Beauty foundation, this one is too dark for me to wear today, but this is another beautiful, beautiful $5 foundation. I reviewed this a few videos down. You can go and check that out, but this is another beautiful one. You guys, I have sung the praises of this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I have got everybody that I can possibly talk to about this foundation to buy it, and they love it. This is like, I will repurchase this for the rest of my life as long as I don't discontinue it. It is such a beautiful tinted moisturizer that is like better than a moisturizer because it really does a great job evening out your skin tone. I love this one. I love the Catrice True Skin for a more full coverage moment, but it makes your skin still feel like skin. Beautiful foundation. Forever loving the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Dewy. There's so many. I have like more. I have so many more foundations from the drugstore, but you really cannot go wrong with drugstore foundations, you guys. It's really hard to find one that doesn't work. So going in with the Lottie London, just because, like I said, I have been using this so much this year. Okay, going in with concealer now. I don't know what it was, but 2022 wasn't a year for concealers for me from the drugstore. I feel like I didn't really find anything that I loved. I just kind of repurchased the same ones. So this CoverGirl True Blend Concealer has been like a repeat purchase multiple times. So I wanted to mention that. I did find one that I have been loving. I don't want to say this was like a launch of 2022. I don't know, but I picked it up this year. This has been a concealer that I have been obsessed with as far as it being so good for mature skin, under eyes. It doesn't crease, it doesn't bunch. This is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. I do want to make an honorable mention to this other NYX concealer, the Bare With Me Serum Concealer. I do love this concealer quite a bit. I just don't love, and I don't find myself reaching for it, even though the formula is fantastic. I hate this pump. I just can't get over the fact that we are using a pump for an under eye area. I don't like it. I feel like they need to repackage this and make a wand out of this formula because it's so good. But I have been reaching for these. So we are going to go under the eye. All right, let's talk contour. For whatever reason, this has been like the year of contour sticks, cream sticks, multi-sticks. Everyone has a stick product for cream. I have recently picked this one up from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow makeup stick. I don't think this is new, but it's new to me this year. I really do like this. I feel like it blends so beautifully and it's very, very buildable. So I wanted to mention this as well because I have been using this a ton this year. All right, let's go into eyebrows now. So there is only one product that you will need ever for your eyebrows. It is the e.l.f. Precise Brow Pencil. I have tried so many eyebrow pencils, and this is the only one that is literal perfection. The tip on this is so precise. You can really get those fine little hair-like strokes with ease. This is the only pencil that you will need. So let's do our eyebrows. This has been like on repeat all year long for me. Okay, let's talk eyeshadow. I feel like I have found some amazing gems at the drugstore for eyeshadow. The first mention is this Milani palette, the Ungilded Most Loved Mattes. You guys, this is definitely a warm tone eyeshadow palette, but I just think it is so beautiful. The formula of this palette is unreal. It blends beautifully. It's an all matte palette, but you have everything you need. You can do a whole look in here very easily if you wanted an all matte look. The formula is fantastic. It blends beautifully. It's very pigmented, but very blendable. It is such a good eyeshadow palette for like $15. This has been used so much this year already. It is worth the $15. Absolutely. So we're just gonna do a basic eye look going into the shade Umber the Sun for a transition. I'm going to try to dip in as much as I can with all of these eyeshadow palettes, but I want to mention all of the ones that I've just been reaching for a ton this year. So the e.l.f. Bite Size palette, talked about this so much as well. This is very loved and very used. This one is in the color palette Pumpkin Pie. These are so good, you guys. For like $3, you get some of the most beautiful shadows. They're blendable, they are creamy. Like, look at that. That shine is unreal for $3. I would pay triple for these because it's so good. And this is a newer little mini palette, but this is from Wet n Wild. They're color icons. And I only have this one. I think I have another one. This one in the shade Sundays. This is so underrated. I don't really hear anybody talk about these. The formula is so good. Look at this. Look at that shine. That shine is wild. And then these mattes are very pigmented. I wanted to mention these. I'm going to go into this Rust shade just to add a little bit more depth to the crease. I also have this one, and this one is in the color story called Camo Flaunt. Look at that. Now this is a glitter. It is a little bit chunkier, but with a glitter glue, I think it'll do the trick. Look at this. Look at that shine. It's just so beautiful. It's beautiful. So another little eyeshadow that I have to mention that I've been loving are these ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadows. This one specifically I've been using a ton in the shade Secret Garden. Now the only thing I will say about these is that if you forget to put the cap back on, no bueno. They will dry out, but oh, look how beautiful that shine is. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. It just does something so beautiful. I have multiple shades, but I feel like this one is one I've been reaching for so much lately. Let's go straight into eyeliner. I'm not going to mention any other ones except for this one, because this is the only eyeliner you will need, especially if you have hooded eyes and you're not that good with liquid eyeliner. I got you. This is the new liner from CoverGirl. This is their CoverGirl Exhibitionist Lash Enhancing Liquid Liner. It also has lash enhancing ingredients in here, which is going to help your lashes become longer. I didn't know that. I just found that out, but it is such a good formula, you guys. It is so black. It dries very quickly. It has a matte finish, but the tip of this thing makes it so easy to draw on a line to your eye, especially if you are more mature skin and you have a lot of wrinkles in your eyes. This is just such an easy liquid eyeliner that is very beginner friendly, in my opinion. It is so good. I have tried a lot of liquid liners. This by far has been the best one I've tried. Okay, so liner is on. Let's go into mascara. I have quite a few mascaras, but I wanted to mention the one that I think is the best of the best of the best. The L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara is the best mascara you will find at the drugstore, and even beats some higher end mascaras, in my opinion. I have used this mascara since I was 19 years old. It is just a consistently good mascara. It does an amazing job at lengthening, at adding fullness to your lashes. It doesn't clump, it doesn't flake, it doesn't get in your eyeballs throughout the day, it doesn't smudge. I just think it is such a good mascara that I don't hear enough people talking about, because it's been around literally for well over a decade at this point. It is just such a good mascara that I consistently use. Let's go into lashes now. If you're like me and you have hooded eyes, sometimes having the really big voluminous lashes can make our face just look heavier. So I have found the lashes that work for me. I am not really into as much as the big feather-like lashes that I used to wear at the beginning of this year. I really just like a little bit of extension at the outer corner, just for a little bit of length and a little bit of fullness. So I wanted to mention these lashes because I just think that these are so good. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies. So what I've been using with this, I just feel like it gives a really good like lash extension look. They're not too heavy. They're not going to swallow your face up. The thing with these though is I have to trim them. I have to trim them a little bit, and I really do place them on the outer corner as opposed to a whole strip. That's the key with these, the Demi Wispies, but trim them a little bit and place them a little higher up on the outer end. So good. So let me put these lashes on and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so lashes are on. I add a little bit of mascara. So let's go now into cream blushes. There are two this year that made my heart just go like pitter patter. I love these two blushes equally, so I wanted to mention them both. Let's start with this one from Profusion. This is the Blush Hour. This went absolutely crazy all over TikTok and YouTube. I picked this up a few months ago and I was like hooked. I love it so much. Formula is so beautiful. Has this little tiny applicator. It is a liquid blush, not so much cream. So it is kind of like a watery base, but it blends beautifully. You can layer it up. This is the only shade that I have. This is in the shade Mai Tai, so it's like a coral, but I've seen people use the darker shades that are highly pigmented. So I would say this one is more of an everyday, easier to work with. Some of the other ones that I've seen, but this is such a beautiful formula. And then the other one that I want to mention is this one from Flower Beauty. It is, I don't hear enough people talking about this, but this is the Blush Bomb Color Drop for Cheeks. This one is in the shade Melon. It is such a beautiful consistency. I'm going to use both because I need to show you how good they both are. They blend really, really easily. So I'm going to add a dot here on this side, and then I'll go in with the Profusion on the other side. But I just have to show you, like, look how stinking beautiful this blush is. It is like the perfect like rosy shade on darker complexions. I think this is just really a good shade for us. It blends so easily. It's so creamy. And then I'm gonna go in with the Profusion on this side, just so you guys can see. Not really the same shade, but that's okay. Look how pretty that is. It blends so easy. I will say with this one, make sure you put this on before you put your powder. I have added it on top of when I've already kind of set with powder, and it does pick up and lift a little bit. So make sure you lay this down and then put powder on top. So both of these blushes for me have been like home runs this year. I'm obsessed with these. Okay, let's talk setting powder. So there is two that I just love so much. Going in with my e.l.f. HD powder. Oops. This powder is so good. e.l.f. came out with another one, the Halo Glow powder, setting powders. I don't like that one at all, but the HD powder has been so good to me this year. I love it so much. So I am gonna now set my under eyes. Okay, and then immediately after, I have been going on top of that with this finishing powder. You guys, this powder from Wet n Wild, the Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder, I go into a shade that is close to my skin tone. This is so stinking good. I don't know why I don't hear more people talking about this, but this powder will literally make your under eyes look like a baby's booty. It is so good. So I've just been going in on top of that with a brush and going directly on top, but this just makes everything like velvet smooth. It is so good. This is literally one of the best finishing powders I have ever used. I have repurchased this so many times this year. It's just perfection. All right, so we are gearing up to be done here. Let's go into lips. I am like head over heels for the same products you probably already know I'm gonna mention, but let's go in with a lip liner. This is a new favorite lip liner that I have been loving. It's from NYX. I finally feel like I found a lip liner that works for me. This one is in the shade Nutmeg, and it is so good. I have found that taking your hand and matching it to the lines in your hand, this is just a good tip to match. And this one for me is my perfect shade for lip liner. And the formula of this is so creamy. And just kind of blend that out with your finger. So I'm gonna do a nude lip, but there have been so many good lipsticks this year that I have found. Milani makes such killer lipsticks. So these are the Color Fetish lipsticks in Tease and Desire. I just can't get enough of these. It's like the perfect nude lipstick. I love it so much. This one in Desire, I just kind of use it to deepen up the outer corners, press everything together. So good. So good. And then lastly, this is the only setting spray that I have found that works so good. I love it. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I've used this all year. I love it for refreshing. I love it for priming. It's just so good. So that is it, you guys. We have wrapped up 2022 with my most favorite makeup products. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have everything listed in the description, including some other favorites of mine. I will link as much as I can to my Amazon store. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button, join our family, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you guys, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.